We're really excited about this video. We believe that Cornwall's the most beautiful place in the UK. Some would argue even the world.
Today we will show you some of the true beauty of Cornwall. But first we want to go and find possibly the best bakery for Cornish pasties from where it's from, Cornwall.
Absolutely amazing, as always. We keep saying amazing, but Cornwall is full of amazing spots. So beautiful. Let's take you up and see what it looks like from above. Off we go on a walk to Trevenant's Cove. 3 miles away. It's going to be a treacherous one, as usual. Absolutely scenic views all the way around, panoramic views. Although we are in a bit of a valley, or in Spanish it is the Valle. Is it Valle? El Valle. See, we had to drive down this road into El Valle and on La Playa. See, my Spanish is improving for everyone. I'm trying. Very difficult to learn. It's very difficult to learn another language when you're 40 years old. But it's not impossible. It may be difficult to learn another language, but it's not impossible. And there's no better time to start than now. So I will be trying to learn Spanish soon. If you'd like to see any videos on that. No, I'm joking. No videos. No. So today is a red flag day. It means, I think, you can see the red flag there. Basically, what that means, I think, is that the sea is far too choppy for people to swim. There is a couple of people that suited up, ready to go for a swim, and the lifeguard said, nah mate, you're not swimming today. Wow. Another beautiful coastal walk here. I don't know which way we're going to go. I think it's down though. Well, I'm just judging by the fact there's 2 people walking that way. What do you think? Should we ask Ozzy?
I'm wondering if we can go down that way, over there, because it looks less steep.
So Jenny will lead the way. Well, most likely Ozzy will lead the way, and then Jenny will follow behind.
So very, very choppy, like Ryan said, and the path is not much better. But it's a gorgeous coastal walk. Look, it's amazing. Wow, gorgeous. And there is Ozzy, and there is Ryan. So I guess we're going up there where those people are going. Even as windy as it is, it's worth coming to see it. When you come, I would say, I mean, I don't know if you're coming in a car, in a camper van, or public transport. I don't even know if you can get here by public transport. But having a tiny car like we have, even if you have to rent it, is actually quite handy. The way here is very curvy and the roads are so tiny, and obviously you save so much in petrol. If you have a camper van, it might be a good idea to just park up somewhere and then maybe rent a small car. It's so much better. It's easier. The roads here are very narrow, so we're definitely happy with the fact that we bought that tiny car. There are a lot of day campers, not so much big vans or big camper vans.
I want to see if I can climb up this rock. The edge of the earth. Well, the edge of the UK anyway. The bottom edge. The bottom southwestern edge. Wow, just wow. Such a beautiful place to be. Cornwall, the salt of the earth, the salt of the UK at least. Even just England, I don't know. Never been to Scotland, so I couldn't tell you. But I'm told that places of Scotland's just as beautiful. We're here in Chapel Porth on a windy day to show you these scenic views. They are beautiful. It's a bit windy, but really, really worth it.
Cornwall, one of the best things that we've seen, obviously the pasties are pretty cool. Fortunately today it didn't work. With the bakery that we turned up to, we forgot to check for Sunday opening hours. Apparently they're closed all Sunday, which is disappointing. But also the coastal view, the coastal paths, so you can do a lot of hiking. It's breathtaking, it's amazing. Look how fantastic this is, as long as you're very, very careful. The ground is quite treacherous in a way. But the view is worth coming here. It's worth every single hill that you have to go up in the car. It's definitely amazing. If you do have a car, if you do come in a car, I mean, even if you don't, just bring your jacket just in case, because we're still in England, let's be honest. You know, it can get rainy and windy like this very quickly. From one day to the next, it can be so different. So just be prepared. This is Exploring England at its finest. I'm so glad that we decided to start with Cornwall. I know that we've done a little bit of Norfolk and London, but Cornwall, I mean, it's a different level. I mean, it's not just the hiking. It helps our fitness, and it also is gorgeous. Did I mention that? Hopefully we can head to Dover and then Europe at some point soon. So I don't know when we're going to go to Scotland, to be honest, or even if we're going to do it this summer, because there is just so much to see. But I'm so glad that we started here. Look at this. And the best part is that you're here with us. So let's look at more adventures. So more adventures together.
Standing here in this amazing place in Cornwall, I was thinking we haven't done two things today. One is a controversial talking point, and the other one is our word to let us know that you're watching till the end. Literally, we're getting one comment per video about...
Let's see if we can get 3.
It'd be nice, yeah. So the word of today is cove, C-O-V-E. So if you can put that in the comments, we know you've watched. Thank you so much. Controversial point. We'll let Jenny pick one today.
So the controversial point for today is, tell us in the comments what you think about it, is talking English in a foreign country. Do you think that you should learn a little bit of the language when you go abroad? Or is it okay that just to assume that everyone will speak English?
Because I've seen some people, they would only go to a place where the people are English speaking. I think that's pretty lazy, personally. But what do you think in the comments?
We have been guilty of it ourselves. I mean, I know that I'm bilingual, but we tend to just go to places and we haven't bothered to even say hello, to even find out how to say hello or thank you. So I think we need to do better in that sense. But tell us in the comments, what do you think?
So in Spanish, gracias. In Portuguese, obrigado. There's a few others I can't remember, but I've been to a few places.
We've been to India. How do you say thank you in Hindi?
I don't know, but I know in India, yes, is like this. Taking this coastal walk made me remember one thing. Actually, it's an important thing. It's a bit sad thing. Tomorrow is our last day in Cornwall. So I think we're going back towards Devon, but it's our last day in Cornwall. Jenny, how do you feel about that? Our last day in Cornwall.
Well, we better make the most of it. Yes, there is so many things that we missed out and so many things I don't know if we'll be able to see. So we'll try to explore as much as we can tomorrow. But yeah, very excited about what's to come. Loved every minute. I'm going to miss our buddy Aussie. This is our buddy Aussie. So we're going to miss Cornwall and Aussie. But hello, Devon. I think my favourite parts were Kynan's Cove. The coastal parts by far were my favourite. It's gorgeous. I mean, as long as you're prepared for the weather, take a jacket, take good shoes, you should be fine. Maybe hiking poles. What do you think, Ryan?
I think that Cornwall itself is idyllic. Honestly, it's full of quaint towns, little roads. It's a bit hilly, driving around in a little engine car, but really enjoyed our stay here. It's like I've said in the video, it's the salt of the earth. Well, it's the salt of the UK anyway. Oh, let me change that. Cornwall is the salt of England.
Obviously, we've got so many more places to explore, but I think we picked well. Cornwall by far has impressed us. So obviously we would recommend definitely Kynan's Cove. It was quite busy, but there are other small, quieter beaches to explore. Hopefully the locals are not going to be so bothered about it. I honestly don't understand why they are. We all like to explore the world and, there are locals everywhere. So even when anyone goes to Spain or other areas, you're still going to disturb some locals. And that's a conversation for tomorrow. So we'll be discussing that, so keep an eye on that.
So arriving in St Agnes, we came here to get what's said online to be the world's best pasty. And us, like we are, we just went there expecting, it's Sunday, tourist area, it would be open. No, it wasn't open.
But we also recommend Tintagel for sure. Go and look at the castle, go and look at the cave, and then maybe do a coastal path.
That was an amazing walk as well. Very rocky and have to be fairly fit or take good footwear to go down that coastal path. But it's well worth the walk. It's just a hill back up basically. I mean, if you're struggling for fitness, then I wouldn't worry about going up the mountains, but I would just go down to the coastal path and then come back. And yeah, bring hiking poles as well if you need them, or any aid to help you walk. But apart from that, just good footwear, maybe a jacket if you need one, and just enjoy, because it's really scenic.
I think our recommendation is pick a place. Just pick a place in Cornwall, park up the car or the van, and then walk. You'll be surprised how much you can explore, and you'll turn up, I don't know, and who knows, you might just find a lovely little area that you weren't expecting. And you get to talk to the locals.
Talking about coastal paths, actually, the coast pretty much runs round Cornwall, round the outside of it. So you could start at one cove or one path and literally walk all the way. Like, I don't even know if you can walk all the way around Cornwall. Maybe it's something to look up, but you can walk for miles. You could walk for 7 miles and then come back, or you could, walk for 7 miles, get a train back to your car or van. Whatever you want to do, but it's really fun. There's loads to do here in terms of if you like nature, of course.
Maybe that's what we need to do, or should have done. Just turn up to a place and just walk and walk and walk. The only thing is that you can't do wild camping. It's not allowed. Obviously, I understand because the landowners or the council, they are responsible for your safety, I would assume, or they're liable to keep everyone safe. So wild camping is not permitted in these parts. But there are plenty of campsites. I'm pretty sure if you plan it like that, it'd be a fantastic experience. Maybe one day we can do it, Ryan.
Honestly, we're definitely going to come back to Cornwall and Devon at some point. I don't like going to the same place twice in my life because I believe there's too much of the world to see. However, we will be touring the UK next year. It's in the south, it's not too far from Dover. Well, it is far. I mean, it's about 4 hours away, but you know what I mean. It's not too far in terms of the drive, but it's well worth the trip. And, I highly recommend Cornwall and Devon to anyone, and unless you're a local.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.